Get your Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Green Hell.
Ooh, okay.
Are you into Misfits?
No.
Are you into Metallica?
No.
All right, well.
That's a lie.
This is for those who know what I'm talking about.
A little bit into Metallica.
Green Hell, Swamp Thing, Black Label, Jeff Lemire. Read it. Finn. I'm just kidding. No, we're going to talk about it. This is a book that came out over a month ago. This is something that you got to pick up.
Several months ago.
Several. It's like 2-3 months ago.
Waiting for issue 2 on here.
I cannot wait for issue 2.
These oversized Black Label books are just, they come out whenever they feel like it seems like.
And I don't care.
That's fine.
Take as long as you freaking
time.
want. If they keep coming out with quality like this, I will wait many moons.
How many?
Does that work? At least 7.
At least 7? That's your blanket rule?
I don't know. It depends on which planet I'm on.
Okay, well,
and how many moons there are. I mean,
sometimes there's 2 moons per planet, so that's really like 3 months.
Super confusing. All right, so we have Swamp Thing, Green Hell. Black Label is essentially Vertigo, which is like back in the day, the mature line of comics where creators can just do what they wanted with the heroes without it affecting mainstream comic continuity. So if you are in a position where you're like, I want to pick something up, but I don't want to start on issue number 85 or 95 or 105 or whatever 05 book it is, you can just pick up a Black Label number 1. It doesn't matter. It's not part of continuity. You can get a fresh take with typically legendary writers and artists behind it.
And it will end.
Yes.
That's the other thing. None of these have been ongoing, these Black Label books.
They're short, like 1, 2, 3 issues.
Yeah.
Sometimes 1 shots, and they are glorious.
Sometimes 4 issues.
Yeah, true.
But they end.
So we have Swamp Thing, Green Hell, issue number 1. We have a post-apocalyptic world. Oh, and who's the writer on this? Is it Doug?
No, it's Jeff Lemire with art by Doug.
Oh, Doug. I said Jeff Lemire already.
Right.
Yeah.
Art by Doug Monkey.
Yeah.
Who did Blackest Night.
Yes.
And if I had my Green Lantern water bottle here, which I somehow don't have today, the art on my bottle is based off of his art.
That's right. We have a world that has been overtaken by water. The ice caps have melted. Humans have resorted to an island to live, and it is tough living. Look at this. This is a little
mountaintop.
Family. A mountaintop, yeah.
But flooded. The world is just covered in water. Everything's screwed.
Yeah, it's really bad situation. And even the family who's in this boat, they're going out fishing, and they can't catch anything because the water's been ruined.
Can they see this?
Oh, thank you.
You guys can't even see this.
Boom.
There we go.
I'm over here talking about this book.
Swamp Thing, Green Hell.
Green Hell, Jeff Lemire. Let's get into it. Boom. There's the island so you guys can see it. Oh gosh, the art is beautiful.
It's the top of a mountain, but it looks like an island when the world's flooded.
There's a boat. People trying to fish on the boat. They're catching remnants of the past.
Like a golf club. I remember they and of course they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They're so far in the future. This little girl. It's a little girl in this boat. So this is the only world she knows, but her dad's like, oh, that's a golf club. We can't eat that.
That's right. A little confusing for this person and this family because this is an Earth that is so far in the future and it's becoming very difficult to live, but not just for human beings. It's becoming difficult to live for nature. Yes, this is a future where nature creates an abomination to wipe out the remnants of humanity. Boom. We have humans barely making it by, and there has to be a fix. There has to be a balance. Now we have Swamp Thing lore.
Right.
The parliaments.
I'm not as well versed in Swamp Thing as I really need to be.
The green. The vegetation.
Green. Right. That's like the representation of all plant life on Earth.
Which feeds the living, the blood, the red.
Correct. And then there is the rot.
The death, the decay,
and
the circle of life.
Those 3 things kind of all keep each other in balance.
Or the trifecta.
Sure.
Yeah. There we go. Did we explain that? Okay, Comic Fam. Can we get some fire emojis in the chat?
Do it.
Do it for me, because we have a Swamp Thing comic book, and the parliaments are combined. They're making a decision, and this is the decision that they're making. Because the world has been overcome by water, and there's been death and destruction, and there's been it's not going to thrive. Nature has to fight back, and they do that in the form of taking the human remains of someone who's just been damaged and creating something new, something terrifying.
Very terrifying. It's like oh God, I love this page.
This is dark, comic fam. This is body horror. This is
So
mature.
when they announced Doug Monkey was doing the artwork on here, I was ecstatic because obviously I'm a giant Green Lantern fan, but I know based on what he did for Blackest Night, that book is full of zombies and half decomposed people and just a lot of graphic grossness.
Right.
On a Swamp Thing book, it's perfect. Like, he does so good on here. And this book is oversized. So it's like you're getting all of this art blown up to mega proportions.
I don't typically like oversized stuff, but I've been very pleased with the oversized books from Black Label because the art is so exquisite. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So, this is nature personified, you know? The blood.
All right, you got the red, the green, and the rot.
The
in
rot.
the middle there.
There we go. And look at this. We have someone that they are transforming. And this is the page where it begins. This is only issue 1, comic fans. It's been up for a couple months. And we have a reveal that is too good to not tell you about because you got to get ready for issue 2. You got to get your hands on this book. By the way, this book started spiking right out the gate and it was selling for more than cover price. And this is an expensive book. It's like, what, $8 or something?
I think it's like a $7 cover price on
There
these.
you go. So this is the swamp creature monstrosity that gets created by nature to start taking out what's left of humans. And yes, you are not seeing this incorrectly. These bodies are being torn in half by the tentacled creature.
Yeah, this is nightmare stuff.
Black Label. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see in comic books.
Yep.
Bodies
This is,
being ripped in half and shit.
It's
Come
not
on.
the normal Swamp Thing, right? This is not the main character we're used to. This is a freaky, horror, like, different creature that is...
Its job is to wipe out humans.
Right.
It's not necessarily an antagonist.
Not necessarily.
It's kind of like a Thanos situation.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
It's for your own good. I'm going to kill half of you for your own good because you screwed up.
Right?
This guy's like, I'm just going to kill all you because you screwed up. But it's for your own good.
It's kind of like a Thanos situation. It's kind of like a Amit situation.
Is that Moon Knight? You doing Moon Knight?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of a Moon Knight thing
A
there.
little bit.
Okay, but take a look at this. This is the kind of stuff that you're getting with Black Label. You're not getting anywhere else.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is nuts. Like,
Ugh.
just crazy body horror in a Swamp Thing book. These people need help. They have to do something. And throughout this comic, it's like, stay away from the hill. Mind you, we're like pretty damn far in this comic, and that's the closest thing we've seen to a hero, and it's not Swamp Thing. It just kind of looks like Swamp Thing.
It's clearly like his evil cousin or something,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're related because they have the same creation process
same
to a
origin.
degree, same origin,
Yeah.
but it's not. But they talk about this hill that no one goes to. It's dangerous to go see the
The
person
little
in
girl
the
is
hill.
not allowed to go talk to this weird man in the lighthouse.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But their whole society is basically getting overrun by pirates and this weird swamp guy. So like everything's just kind of screwed and all bets are off. So they go to this guy for help.
And who do they go to? They go to one of the coolest characters to have ever been created in the pages of DC Detective Comics, who also debuted in Swamp Thing. One of my favorites,
What are
John freaking Constantine.
Your favorites. He's like an old man Constantine here.
Dude, when this page reveal,
Yeah. I was happy for
praise
you.
Thor! We have amazing comics coming out. It's just a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be
So
alive.
whenever this comic does come back for issue 2, I'm excited to see what happens, but it feels like we've been waiting forever. I think this book came out in like December,
That's right.
which is a long time ago now because it's May.
So what do? When you go to Constantine for help, he takes care of the situation.
Yeah, but if you
He's
have
got
to go
tricks
to
up his
him
sleeve.
for help, then you're kind of screwed already.
That's
Like-
a little. It's pretty bad news. So he does what he has to do. He breaks out some of that magic potion.
Okay.
He does his symbols on the floor. He brings back Swamp Thing.
The good Swamp Thing.
And Swamp Thing's pissed because he liked where he was. He thought he was done going to this world, but he's been brought back because the last bit of humanity needs him. And that is why we are so hyped to get issue number 2. Put Jeff Lemire Swamp Thing on your pull list. You will not be disappointed.
Book has hit $20. Let off the gas, comic fan, unless you're really gunning for some jackfruit goodness.
$75 cover price on this, don't overbid, but if somebody wants it, we got it.